Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan, also known as the Medieval Genie, and today we're going to be talking about weight compared with leverage. Now, I've got two simple hammers here. I've got a couple of ball peen hammers. I have an unusually large number of hammers because I do blacksmithing as a hobby, and it means I've got more hammers than I probably should have. But anyway, so when it comes to close combat weapons, I'm going to use hammers as an example, but this could apply to other things like other actual polearms, swords as well, just basically anything really that's used in close combat. So we've got two ball peen hammers here, so that makes them a fairly similar design and style. This one, I'm not sure about the weight. I think it's even less than £1. And you've got this ball peen hammer I have here, which weighs £2. So it goes without saying that if I swing them around, let's say someone was foolish enough not to try and murder me in my sleep, but at the forge where I have loads of tools around to hand, and I had to defend myself. Of course, if I picked up this lightweight ball peen hammer, yes, I can swing it faster and I can do a lot more tactically speaking, but in terms of the raw damage potential, if I took the £2 ball peen hammer, yes, I'm going to hit hard with this, and it's going to do more injury to my foe. Now that just is a simple version, two similar style items, tools, weapons, whatever you want to call them, and they've got fairly similar handles. Admittedly this one has a slightly longer handle, but they're pretty much the same sort of style and design. The lighter weapon does less injury per hit, and a lot heavier hammer does more injury per hit. But that doesn't mean that all heavier weapons inherently do more injury, whether it's to an unarmoured target or an armoured target. Even beyond obvious things like how sharp a weapon is, if it's concentrating a force, even for the same style and design, like let's say we look at these sorts of hammers, even for the same design, it will make a difference whether there's actual leverage rather than just weight, even beyond the fact that certain people just will have a limit to how heavy their weapon can be before it just becomes unusable. So I'll show you two other items. So now I've got a ball peen hammer on the end of a long stick and a club hammer. Now, if I show you this club hammer first, it's quite heavy. This weighs £4. So if I swung it, especially with the extra help of gravity, of course trying to swing it upwards is a bit more of a struggle. Yeah, that's about the best I can manage with this. But downwards, no problems. I'm going to wallop something with this, but it doesn't really have as much leverage. It's still got a similar length of handle, slightly longer than the ball peen hammers I showed you earlier, whereas this is a ball peen hammer that's only £2, so it's half the weight of the club hammer. Yet, because it's on the end of a very long stick, I'm quite confident that if I had to, for whatever reason, use one of these as a weapon, I'm definitely going with this. The amount of force that I can produce is exceptional, and it's because of the leverage. Again, this applies for things like hammers, or things like swords, or other close combat weapons. The sheer leverage that I'm producing means that for the same strength, for the same heft, I'm able to accelerate this long item with more speed at the tip where I'm hitting. Of course, it doesn't make much difference back here, so if I was to hit someone close with the handle, they barely feel it. But if I was able to hit them with the end of this hammer, oh boy, they're in trouble. Whereas with this hammer, even though it's heavier and I can pretty much just drop the weight on someone's face, it's not as long a lever and I can't really produce as much force. Even more extreme if I was to hold it near the head. Same thing, I'm even less capable of dealing injury with this. Hang on, let's be fair with the right hand. So, to demonstrate this, I've used the £2 ball peen hammer on a normal handle, the club hammer, and this ball peen hammer on a long handle on this helmet. So that you can watch that now. Enjoy. So that explains to you why this happened. It is now a helmet equivalent of a window. Glossing over that, I hope you enjoyed the video and it gives you a bit of food for thought. Merry Christmas, and I hope you all have a Happy New Year. I might produce an extra video once the Christmas is going on. I've only got a couple of days off of work this week. However, still, I hope this at least was something nice for this week. Ta-ra for now.